How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Sick Eric Tech. So today we're going to be taking a look at the OnePlus 13R, which just got delivered today. I'm very excited about this device. I'm excited to compare it up against last year's OnePlus 12R to see the differences. And we're also quickly going to be taking a look at the OnePlus Watch 2R. I know this watch has been out for a while, but it was a free gift when you pre-ordered and put down a deposit for the 13 and the 13R. So very excited about this watch too. I've always wanted to get one of these, and yeah, it came free with the whole package. So before we get started, if you guys aren't subscribed to Sick Eric Tech, I would really appreciate you guys subscribing and clicking that bell icon, that way you don't miss out on future videos here on the channel. So let's take a look at the OnePlus 13R, shall we? Alright, so we got the device all set up, and I went ahead and transferred stuff from my OnePlus 12R to my OnePlus 13R, which means I transferred in all my apps and things like that. So hopefully the transfer went well. Here's a quick comparison between the 12R and the 13R. I'm going to be doing some comparison videos with these two just to show you guys the differences. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that quick comparison in there. As you can see, very nice change in design when it comes down to the flat edges. No more curved edges, no more shiny back. Thank you, OnePlus. So yeah, very nice. Very fast fingerprint sensor on the OnePlus 13. It is going to be optical. Going on over to some of the specs, Gorilla Glass 7i is going to be covering this display. There is a pre-installed screen protector, which I might end up taking that off pretty soon. And then the back is going to be Gorilla Glass 7i. You can't really see it, but there is a etching on the back, which feels really nice. As you can see right there, it looks really good, and depending on the lighting, it definitely catches it quite nicely. A little hard to film, but yeah, there is a nice etching on there. The sides are going to be a matte finish, which means no fingerprints, compared to, like I said, the OnePlus 12R, which is a fingerprint magnet. And yeah, very nice feeling in the hand. IP65 rated, which is the same as last year's OnePlus 12. The OnePlus 12R was IP64 when it comes down to that Ingress protection. And yeah, very nicely feeling device. 7.27 ounces, so it feels relatively light, not too heavy. Display on here, which if I can get it to stay on, a nice 6.78 inch LTPO AMOLED display, which means it's going to be scaling down when it's not being in use. So that's really nice. Supports 1 billion colors, 120 Hz, HDR10 plus, Dolby Vision, HDR Vivid, and gets at a peak brightness of 4500 nits. So definitely really nice when it comes down to this display on here. You can see we are running Android 15 with Oxygen OS 15 on here, so definitely a nice upgrade. The OnePlus 12R is running a beta version of Android 15. This is a stable version, 6.78 inch, beautiful display, resolution of 1264 by 2780 with this display. So it's not quite 1400, but it's still above 1080p. It's 450 pixels per inch on here, HDR image support as well, and like I said, Android 15 right out of the bat. So this is running last year's premium flagship processor. This is going to be the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor, 12 gigabytes of RAM on this model. This is 256 storage. You get the Adreno 750, so pretty much the same processor as the Galaxy S24 lineup and the OnePlus 12 lineup as well. UFS 4.0 is going on over to the camera, so they did get an upgrade when it comes down to the camera system on here. So they did do an upgrade when it comes down to the cameras on here. So as far as the main sensor, it's going to be a Sony LYT 700 sensor, 50 megapixels on here with an aperture of f1.8. It does support optical image stabilization and multi-directional PDAF autofocus as well. You're now getting a 50 megapixel Samsung JN5 sensor as a telephoto lens on here. So longer the days, they're gone of the macro depth sensor that you get on the OnePlus 12R. We now get a useful telephoto lens. It's only going to be 2 times optical zoom, but hey, it's better than nothing. The 8 megapixel ultra wide seems to be the same, f2.2, 112 degrees field of view, so not that big of a field of view on there compared to like the Galaxy S24 series, which is 120 degree field of view. You can record up to 4K 60 frames per second on the rear camera. Front facing camera is going to be a 16 megapixel with an aperture of f2.4. Sadly, we're still only able to record at 1080p 30 frames per second, just like the OnePlus 12R. I wish one day on their mid-rangers we could actually get 4K rather than just putting it on the flagships, but it is what it is on here. Stereo speakers, unfortunately, no Dolby Atmos when it comes down to the sounds and vibrations, which is a little bit of a disappointment considering the 12R does have Dolby Atmos. These are the sound effects that you're going to have right here: smart, movie, gaming, and music. So you do still get some sound effects, so that's quite nice. You also have the Halo audio on here, and then you don't have any spatial audio, but yeah, no Dolby Atmos, but you still at least get some sort of special effects on here when it comes down to the audio. So as Wi-Fi, we are running Wi-Fi 6E on here, Bluetooth 5.4 on here. Fingerprint sensor, like I said, is going to be in display. Optical fingerprint sensor, which is a little low compared to the one on the OnePlus 12R. As you can see right here, I would prefer it to be a little bit higher. On here, it is a little low. You also do get facial recognition on the OnePlus 13R, so that's fan-freaking-tastic. Going on over to the battery, 6,000 milliamp hour battery. That is up from the 5,500 milliamp hours that we got on the OnePlus 12R. You're going to get the charger in the box, which is going to be a 45 watt, or I think a 54 watt charger on here. It does support 80 watts, but here we did not get the 80 watt charger in the US. No wireless charging. The battery tech on here is going to be the new single silicon carbon battery, which is a single cell battery compared to the double battery that you got on the OnePlus 13, but still new battery technology, which gives you a bigger battery, and it doesn't really take up too much space on here, so that's really, really nice. Excited to check out the battery life on here. This is the Astral Trail color. It does come in a Nebula Noir. I really do like this color. Like I said, hard to get it to film, but it has a nice etching on the back, circle etching that looks really, really nice on here. So let's quickly take a look at the OnePlus Watch 2R, shall we? I just really want to take a look at it and see what I got for free. So here we go. OnePlus Watch 2R. This is going to be the black version, gunmetal gray. is what they're calling it. And very excited. I've always wanted a newer OnePlus watch. I got the first OnePlus watch they released a while back, and this thing actually feels really, really light on here. Let's go ahead and take this peel off. Ooh, nice bezel on here. Looks really, really good. And yeah, I really do like this bezel. Taking a look at the band, a nice silicone band on here. And the watch doesn't really look too big compared to my CMF watch. Actually looks pretty good when it comes down to the size of that. And then taking a look at some stuff down here, we get your paperworks and stuff. And then over here, we're going to get the actual charger, which is going to be your USB-A to USB Type-C, and the magnetic charger over here, which is going to be USB Type-C. And this is actually really nice because this will plug into pretty much any charger on there, so that's really cool. And then you're just going to snap that onto the back. So really, really nice when it comes down to the charging system. Let's go ahead and see if this has any power to it. And it does. Taking a quick look at this band, a really nice feeling soft silicone strap. It feels really, really soft in the hand. And taking a closer look at this watch, you do get 2 buttons on here. I'm excited to test this watch out. If you guys want a dedicated video on this watch, comment down below. But as far as right now, we're just going to be taking a look at it, not really going too much of a deep dive on the watch, since we are mainly here for the OnePlus 13R. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for the unboxing and first impressions of the OnePlus 13R. Stay tuned to the channel. I will be putting this device through its paces. So I will be putting the 13R through its paces and comparing it to the OnePlus 12R and the Galaxy S24 Plus. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And I will see you next time here on Sick Eric Tech. Peace.